Hello, and welcome to another episode of Nerd Nonsense. I am your host, Nero, and this is.
This is Makoto.
Oh, no energy today. All right, all right. We're going for chill vibes today. All right.
I have a lot on my mind.
I, I look. When you said what you were gonna do, I was like, oh, he's gonna come on here. He's gonna be like, hey, hi. We could just start with that. Oops, God damn it, phone. You didn't hear that, anyone? There you go. We could start with that. You finished Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
As in natural Makoto fashion, it's real late to a lot of things.
It's all right.
So here I am watching Cyberpunk Edgerunner. If you guys have kept up with any of Luna's streams, she's been on a huge Cyberpunk phase. She's been playing a lot of Cyberpunk, and
you have as well.
I was playing it. Yeah, I just reinstalled it yesterday, so I do plan on streaming it today or tomorrow. As of today, it is January 15th. So, but yeah, so just finished watching it like
Minutes ago.
less than like 5 minutes ago. Yeah.
I'm just gonna preface this because I know things. You know things. This is a year old anime, maybe 2 years old now. I can't remember. So just Cyberpunk Edgerunners spoilers going forward. I'll put a little thing on in the editing for video viewers. All right, go for it. What are your immediate thoughts after?
David fucking dies.
I really want to stay at your house.
Can I say I don't I wasn't too happy with them using that song. I don't know. I get it. It's just the vibe of the song doesn't fit, but at the same time it's cyberpunk.
It's Cyberpunk.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I'm not sure how I felt. I really liked Samuel Kim's cover of it.
Yeah, that's a good cover.
It's very sad rendition.
Yeah. But yeah, David dies.
Everyone dies.
Everyone but Lucy dies.
Just about. Oh, Falco's good.
Oh yeah, you're right.
No Falco.
How'd you like it overall though?
Great show. Very good show. Luna had a hard time keeping up with everything. She's like, there's a lot happening at once. And I'm like, and I think that's just because it's all told from David's perspective.
Yeah.
Everything literally went like in one day, dude went from an Arasaka student all the way to like becoming a pretty decent edge runner.
Yeah.
Like I want to say the first couple episodes happened in like two days.
It's like 2 or 3 days. It's not too long, but it's because of the what's it called? What he got, the upgrades he got. The special thing.
I got such Logon vibes when he got the exoskeleton thing.
Yeah.
Spider skeleton. I got such Logon vibes. Oh my god.
I mean, it was peak Trigger. This whole show.
Yeah.
It was real good. From like all the vibes. It just. I mean, this is the show where it's like, oh yeah, this capsulates what I wanted from Cyberpunk. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, actually, we're talking about this in Cyberpunk 2077. After the show came out, they did the Edgerunners update, and you know the whole lore with all you can order drinks and only at that bar, and everyone who's like the greats have their drinks named after them.
Yeah,
you could order a David Martinez.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the greats.
Yeah, I was asking Luna about that because she did tell me that she's as you're watching, she's like, I think David dies in this show. And I already knew that he does.
Okay.
Just general spoilers that I get, and because she's like, David has a drink in the afterlife. I was like, oh, that sucks. But now that I'm done with the show, I'm like, are there other characters or is it just David?
I think it's just David. It's in the afterlife bar.
I was like, Maine didn't get one. I guess he didn't really like. I don't know. He didn't really get.
Before he was great, you know. That episode though. The
It was
cyber
pretty big.
psychosis episode was like
She
amazing.
she was also like she felt like it's just because she's sad the series was so short because she felt like she didn't really care too much about the characters. I liked Maine. I thought he was cool. I knew he was gonna die. Like it's just he's that kind of character.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I don't I don't know.
I
Is
mean, for me, right, the two I got obviously you got invested in David, and I got invested in Lucy, and then Rebecca to a little extent. She was like she's a fan favorite character. She's got
I
that
didn't like
energy.
her as much as everyone hypes her to be.
I think it was such a surprise, like when she came. Like I don't know. I guess it was. I feel like it was one of those you had to be there kind of things.
Yeah.
Like post type, maybe. Like you just like
I
oh
get it. I get why people like her. She's not my kind of character.
fair. So, but yeah, I love Edgerunners. It's such a good show. David's such a great protagonist. His journey.
There were a lot of times when I would forget Zach's voicing him.
Oh yeah.
When he started doing psycho laughs though, there's a little insider story. I don't know if I did talk about this in the podcast, but I know Zach Aguilar.
I feel like we've referenced it, but like never actually stated it.
Yeah. He and I have been friends since we were 14, and I remember he used to do a bunch of fan dubs because he really loved doing the psycho laugh.
Uh,
So it's been like ingrained it's like, ingrained in my head his psycho laugh, and it was like a perfect like aged up psycho laugh for him because he did fan dubs for Hollow Ichigo. He did one for
Ooh,
Izaya Orihara from Durara, and then he did one for Light Yagami as well. He did all kinds of
gotcha.
these psycho laughs and stuff. So it was just like it just kind of brought me back for a second.
Nice. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, oh, yeah, actually, not. I have to look up those. If those fandoms still exist somewhere.
Oh, I doubt it. Unfortunately, due to just fan work, like
Yeah,
fan dub work, and being a professional, it's like it doesn't
probably got
really
taken
mesh
down.
very well. It's been a little more open lately, but he's made actually a lot of videos that he's just had to delete.
Oof.
They're all gone. Like because dude can also sing. He's done quite a few covers, and he's had to delete them.
Oof. That sucks.
I
But
don't know if he's had
yes,
to, but I think he might have just did it to be safe.
yeah, yeah. As is. Um. Any other thoughts though for Cyberpunk? Like this is what I've been like trying to get you to watch for a while.
Yeah. um. Overall, like really good. It is definitely like a trigger show. Like it was very apparent through the art and through the animation style. Um, Soundtrack is great. It's just cyberpunk.
Yeah,
Um, and it's very fun to like. I had a similar experience with Arcane, being
yeah,
a League of Legends player and lore knower.
yes, yes,
Um, and that like as you watch a show, you go like, "Oh, it's that thing,"
yeah.
or it's like, "I wonder if they're gonna do this thing," and stuff like that. So it is a very fun. It's very fun to watch a show that's based on something
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
like just based in the same world, I guess. Um, and honestly, I think I could pull off a David Martinez cosplay. I just need to work out.
Yeah. I almost when I went to Otakon this year, I almost did cosplay as David, but I did not. I was not able to get everything together for it. I want to do
Hmm.
it though.
Yeah,
Like he was one of my favorite characters in the last couple of years. So
for sure.
because
Yesterday I did a stream
oh yeah,
where I added channel redeems to my stream for me to work out on stream now.
hey yo,
Basically, it's like they're all like 1,000 points, and I gave them 5-minute cooldown so people just can't spam them.
damn,
But
my plan has been
uh,
ruined.
yeah, and it's just like little light ones, but it's like 5 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 20 jumping jacks, and 10 squats. They're the 4 selections.
Gotcha.
And someone decided to redeem all 4 of them because I realized that there's no cooldown between like
The
selecting
4.
different ones. But so I was like, that's fine. I could probably just do a quick set. And I didn't realize how out of shape I was until I did that. I did it, but I was just like, "Holy shit." Like, even, like, after my stream, I got up and my legs were hurting.
uh, man, I haven't been to the COVID kill. COVID killed me because I was going to the gym regularly, and
Mhm.
then COVID hit, and then
Uh,
I've not gotten back on track since
no,
then.
I was legit going to the gym every day in 2020, and then once COVID hit and gyms were shutting down, then I just stopped and I never went back
Yeah, it's like
because I was like, "I like this life of not working out. I like just nerd nonsense."
no, I feel that. I do want to get back. It's just I gotta find because I was also just like my gym membership where I was at was just expensive too, and I'm like, do I want to spend that money again? You know? There
Yeah. There is a gym for my complex that I'm in, so that's a so that's real easy for me.
you go. Yeah. So it's been a bit since we've talked. What
Been a
else is
couple weeks.
what else has been going on? I have a bunch of crap I can talk about, but I'm just curious what else has been going on with you? I know you
So,
mentioned you were playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, right?
I've been playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on my Switch because it's the only game that I felt was worth playing. And, it's been fun. I've been loving it. I didn't get super far, but basically I've been having this project where I am just messaging all my friends online, in person, all that. And I was like, "Hey, I'm playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Is there a Pokemon you want to be from the first 3 gens?" And then so I just will name the Pokemon after them and stuff.
It's a
Um,
fun way to play it.
yeah. And in Mystery Dungeon DX, the Switch version, it's a lot easier to recruit people because of the hidden abilities that you can add through eating gummies.
Okay.
There's one called Squad Up, which is like I think very easy to do on your main character. And that one just makes it to where you're more likely to recruit a Pokemon rather than just defeat them.
Gotcha.
And your team sizes can be huge. I rolled up like you enter the dungeon with 3, but if you keep recruiting people, like you can have a lot. I attacked Zapdos with like 9 9 little
Damn.
Pokemon, and we just rolled up as a squad and just started blasting.
Poke Squad rolling up to the legendary.
Yeah.
Love that. What because right, isn't the beginning you get like you can do a personality test to get your first Pokemon, right? If I remember right?
Yeah, and,
What's
they one
yours?
thing they did fix, I guess, which mine actually landed on the Pokemon that I wanted to be anyway. Um, but so there's a personality test that you take, and they're like, "Well, according to your personality test, you'd be this Pokemon," but then you could just say no, and you could select whatever Pokemon you
Yeah.
want. But mine landed on Machop, and I wanted to be him. I normally do Torchic. Actually, the first game I did was Cyndaquil, but then,
Okay.
and then, but this time, like, I was gonna do Torchic, but I figured one of my like, some of my friends might wanna be Torchic. I had a feeling that no one would wanna be Machop. So, I was like, "I'll be Machop, why not?" So I'm a Machop and Luna is an Eevee.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
that checks out.
and she's gonna stay as an Eevee. I believe is what her decision was.
No evolution.
Uh, if she were to evolve, it would be an Espeon, but the
That's
thing
what I
with Mystery
figured.
Dungeon is you can't evolve until post game.
Oh.
You're gonna roll up to like 5 legendaries, being the 3 legendary birds and then Groudon and Rayquaza as a little like in my original team, it was Cyndaquil and Totodile.
That's wild.
Mhm. So that's fun. And Nero, you picked, Houndour,
Houndour.
I believe.
Houndour, the
Yeah.
Hellhound Pokemon.
Mhm.
Very apt.
I got quite a list of Pokemon, um, and it's hard to remember them all.
Yeah.
Actually, my brother and his fiancée just watched Pokemon Concierge, so
Ooh, yeah, I still need to
she
watch that.
I need to watch it too. He was telling he I told him about it after you showed me, like, all those trailers. I told him
Yeah.
about it, like, "I think you and Sarah would really like this." And so they and then, like, just a few days before I came down here, he he goes to me, "Have you have you heard of you should really watch Pokemon Concierge." And I went, "Huh?" I was like He's like, "Have you heard of it?" And I went, I told you about it. And he goes, oh,
Oh.
when? I was like, months ago.
No, I feel that in my soul. I'll tell someone something. Typically my siblings, and I'll be like,
Mhm.
da-da-da, have you heard about it? I mentioned this months ago.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I feel that. Uh, looks cute. I keep hearing people say it's like it feels good. It's a feel good show.
Hmm.
Definitely want to check that out.
Well, I've also been the one who's been telling him the Final Fantasy's coming back to theaters and Gurren Lagann's coming back to theaters. Actually, tomorrow, Gurren Lagann,
Yes,
the first film will be. I've noticed that they're doing sub day and dub day. So
yeah,
Tuesday is sub day, Wednesday's dub day.
yes. Tomorrow, I'm not sure. I might be able to. I'm gonna try to go. I'm just not. I'm not sure I'll be able to. I'll be too tired after work or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go Wednesday with my brother.
Oh wait, tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm so blah. Wednesday. Oh wait, it's Wednesday. Wednesday's tough day. Do I work on Wednesday? Oh shoot, I have to get. I'm gonna look at it. I feel like I could maybe. I have to check what it's showing in my theater.
Hmm.
Yeah, dub day is when I would go because Gurren Lagann. I watched it dub, so I have attachment. Is it the first movie? It's just the first movie, right?
It's the first movie, and then next week I want to say is gonna be. Let me see. Yeah,
The
next
second.
week will be the second movie.
Okay. I never. I didn't like the. I always thought the first movie was kind of okay. Like it was a decent recap, but it wasn't like a great recap. I think the second movie is the better of the two. You get the bigger fight with that one, I guess.
I assume that it's like pre-time skip, post-time skip.
Yeah. Have you seen them before?
I haven't.
Yeah, first movie's pre-time skip, second movie's post-time skip, and with the nature of Gurren Lagann, recapping pre-time skip is just it's not harder, but like there's more to talk about, more to
There's
think.
a
And if you're writing,
lot more that happens pre-time skip.
so post-time skip movie just feels more concise because you're having to compact less. You know.
I think there's like there's 27 episodes in Gurren Lagann, and I think until episode 18 is like the time skip.
Yeah, so like only 9 episodes they have to condense for movie two, whereas they have to
Yeah.
condense like 18 in movie one. So it's like, eh, you know, you get a
Hmm.
lot get a lot shortened.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I saw them before. Um, way back before we that was back in um the days of having to like before pre Crunchyroll. When I watched that, I was like YouTube parts
Hmm.
and downloads. That's when I watched
Yeah.
that subtitle from Japan. But yeah, Gurren Lagann is coming to theaters. Got its Advent Children re-showing in February, the week before. Actually, the week is it the week of? Week of or week before?
It's the week that it's technically the week before, but I think the last day it's supposed to be in theaters is going to be the day that Rebirth comes out.
Gotcha. I know for my theaters, I think it's only showing 2 days listing right now.
Hmm.
So I think I'm going to be going on the
Oh,
21st.
well, in Japan, it's airing all month, but for
Yeah.
us, it's the week.
Yeah, of course, because this
Hmm.
is, yeah. So, yeah, it's 2 days. I think in my theater, Wednesday, sub day, one day, sub day. I'll be going dub day,
Hmm.
which I think is that Wednesday. So, excite. Um, but yeah, speaking of watching things, I have finished Jujutsu Kaisen season 2.
Okay.
Yes, it was a show.
It was a show.
uh, like, so finishing it, right? I felt hollow, felt empty
Uh-huh.
after watching it. I was like, huh. Like, JJK, I'm convinced this is like, I, I don't know what the author's, still don't know what the author's thesis statement is for the show.
Hmm.
Like every show, every piece of media has a point, right? Even if the message is baseline, whatever. And I'm getting the feeling that JJK's message is life sucks.
Uh-huh.
Like I still don't know what the thesis statement is, and maybe I'm just stupid. But like the story, I don't know where it's going, and I don't know why it's going. The animation is literally though some of the best animation out there. God, please let those poor mappa animators
I
rest.
I think it's ultimately why I never got into Bleach.
Well, Bleach,
Bleach was another one of those shows where I felt like there was just no, like, there was obviously a plot, but there was no goal in mind.
yeah, that's why I think it felt like Bleach is a very reactionary show. And
Mhm.
same, Jujutsu Kaisen is very modeled after Bleach in a lot of ways. It is
Yeah.
also a very reactionary show, right? Things happen, the characters react to said
Yeah.
things, versus a forward driving plot show where the protagonist has a goal, right? Like Naruto, I want to be Hokage.
Hokage,
Deku,
Pirate King, World's Greatest
you
Hero,
know, Wizard King, uh,
Avatar.
Avatar, bring peace to the nations, like character goals. Ichigo and Yuji don't have goals. They just kind of get thrown into the situation and react.
Things happened to them.
Yes. And
And
they
now they
just
strong.
yeah. They're kind of reactionary protagonists. Like I think that's why I've never really liked Yuji. I've kind of made that
Mhm.
known. But why I like Yuta from JJK Zero because he was a little less reactionary by the end, right? He wanted to bring peace to his childhood friend Rika.
Mhm.
He's still a little more reactionary, but he has more of a plot to him. He doesn't want to hurt. There's more, I guess, substance for me anyway. But
Yeah.
especially this last season, Yuji things just kept happening to Yuji near the end, and it was just about breaking him down. But I still don't see a goal for him, right? At least where I'm at, or like yeah,
Is
season
it
two.
pretty much his goal is to, like, overpower Sukuna?
Uh, right from the right, season one, right? His goal was to right people want to say he wanted to make sure they had a peaceful death, right? I guess was his quote unquote goal. It was a weird nebulous statement that didn't make sense to me. Because that gets into semantics. And
Uh-huh.
then he was like, "All right, well, I have Sukuna in me, so I'll just keep living and devouring fingers, and then we'll see what happens." Now season two comes around,
We'll figure it out.
and it's nothing. I mean, things have happened, but his like, and he's like broken now. Like he's just sad boy hours. So I
Uh-huh.
don't know. Like to me, getting the character to sad boy hours, you need to have him have a goal to bounce back for, and I didn't see him as having a goal prior. He just feels like a plot device almost. I don't
Mhm.
know, but so does Gojo. But at least Gojo has goals. So I don't know.
True.
I don't know. Either way, I like animation wise, amazing. With some of the best fight choreography I've ever seen. Gorgeous show. I just think Gege is a hack writer. I just like story's not for me. Clearly,
Mhm.
I don't know if I will continue with season three. I say that, but Yuta, who the character I do love, is going to be in season three prominently. So I'm like, well, shit.
Well, have you heard about anything that's happening in the manga? I feel like it's impossible these days.
Oh, I've heard. I got on our last video, someone threw spoilers in the comment section.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. At least they seem like spoilers. I knew one of those things that apparently was alluded to. So already, because I get spoiled on every people. JJK manga fans don't know how to shut their damn mouths.
It's like,
Uh,
well, it's like I said, it's impossible these days.
yeah,
People just say them.
they just say
And
things with no preemptive warning.
yeah.
You're like, oh, like I think I got a huge JJK spoiler in a My Hero thread. Like, I was
Huh.
reading My Hero current manga stuff, and then someone compares something that was happening in the manga to something that happened in the JJK manga without prior warning or anything. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, just ah, people frustrate me.
Maybe the maybe the clickbait thumbnail.
It's a bad
I
idea.
don't know. Maybe the clickbait was a bad idea. This guy actually seems very upset that you're not angry.
Oh, I'm not angry enough.
Oh no. Like,
I don't know. I was trying to decipher the comment. I mean,
here.
I am still genuinely upset about it. Uh,
None of your business 4133. If you're listening, just know, clickbait is just a way to get you to listen.
You're
You know,
welcome.
just to get you to watch and stuff.
I
Um,
mean, it worked for numbers wise.
like, if
What
I
shall
just
I name?
realized this is episode 12, and even though I just wrote down that's episode 12. Oh well. I'll fix that.
It's all right.
But yeah, just know, like, maybe don't take a YouTube title and thumbnail, like,
Super
as
seriously,
fact.
you know. Now, just what? I'm gonna make this super clickbaity. This one too. I'll figure out a way. I'll
Mhm.
figure out a way. Um, but yeah, I finished GJK. I also finished Tokyo Revengers, season
Uh-huh.
3, which was weird. It just, I love the season. I love everything that happened in the season, but it just kind of ends
Ah.
without like, it's like what? And then I went to the manga and saw that that arc in the manga also just kind of ends and says end of blank arc. Literally where the manga. So it was adapting correctly, but it was very weird.
Mhm.
It just felt like a ending. Like I felt like there should have been more, but no. And then the next arc starts, and then I did read the beginning of the next arc, and I'm like, okay, I feel good now. That I can wait for season 4.
That's that's how I feel about My Hero season 5, I think. It just sort of
Yeah,
ends,
yo, you're right.
but knowing what happens in season 6, you just kind of go like, it had to end right there.
Yeah. Um, Tokyo Rangers did not have to end right there. Just very different. It does like just end, but knowing now what knows after, I felt like it could. Actually, never mind. It's a weird one.
What do you know? You just make podcasts. You don't make
Yeah,
anime.
exactly. I do hear though that the next arc is where Tokyo Rangers quote unquote falls off.
Mm.
I'll see if that's actually true eventually. But I love the last arc. Lots of emotions, lots of feel goods. A thing happened. I was like, what the hell? But I enjoyed it. I love Tokyo Revengers.
Uh-huh.
Get to finally see some backstories that I wanted to see of, and I love the character Angry. He is like one of my new favorite characters in Tokyo Revengers. Love Angry.
Mhm.
He's angry, but he's always nice until he cries. Then he'll kill you.
Oh.
One of those.
Mhm.
Get them power ups. Um, I also, as far as shows finishing, I also finished I'm in Love with the Villainess. Cute Yuri rom com.
Mhm.
It's good. It's another in the new trend of villainous isekai shows that have been happening. I feel like there's like 15 plus of them now. Because that's just the new hot thing. But it was a cute one. I enjoyed it.
That's
I heard
good.
so nothing to write home about, but if you like cute Yuri romances, give it a watch. It's really cute. Especially if you like Ojo Sama Tsundere characters. I did start Vinland Saga as
Mhm.
well. Shit's hype.
Okay.
I really like Vinland Saga. I'm on episode I want to say 9 or 10. Vikings, man.
It's got a hype opening.
It the I never skipped the opening. It's so good. It's such a good
Mhm.
opening. Um, Great animation. Like I could just like moments where I'm like, oh yeah, that's okay. That's that Attack on Titan animator. I can tell because it was
Oh,
done
is it Madhouse?
by Wit.
Oh,
So
wait.
the
Good.
Wit the guys who did seasons 1 through 3 of Attack on Titan.
Oh, it was Wait. I thought it was Madhouse.
No,
Oh.
Wit did. I think Wit branched off from Madhouse though.
Okay.
What?
Because Wit's also going to be doing One Piece, right?
Yes,
Okay.
which is amazing. That's gonna be hype actually.
Yeah.
Wit does great work. Wit did Attack on Titan season 1 through 3. They did a Ranking of Kings. They did Vivi. Um, Obviously Vinland Saga season 1. They do really good work. I did the Ancient Magus Bride also. But Vinland Saga season 2 is done by Mappa.
Yeah.
So it is following the Attack on Titan kind of half Wit, half Mappa.
Mhm.
But it's very good so far. I really like the characters. Askeladd is both likable and hateable, which is definitely like I guess the vibe I thought he was gonna have based on what people were saying. Uh, Little Thorfinn out here for blood, love it. I'm enjoying it so far. definitely gonna keep watching.
Yeah.
Viking Hours. Let's go. We just need a good. I do propose that we all now refer to Canada as Vinland. Its
Okay.
true name. Its true and proper name.
I'll tell my Canadian friend who watches no anime that. Let's
Yeah,
see what
just.
happens.
I mean, it's not even just. It's a historical fact. Lee Harrison.
We
So
Leif Erikson Day.
he found it. He found
Poingadingadurga.
Canada.
Um, I will say, one of my coworkers, like, kind of going back at the conversation a bit, but relating. One of my coworkers said that as code, we should start talking in cyberpunk slang.
Hey, yeah, that'd be cool.
I just haven't learned it all yet, so I gotta play the
Just be
game a
like,
little
hey,
more.
Choom. Hey, Choom.
Yeah, I say Nova when I say cool.
Dude, that's so Nova. Choom, that's
It's
so
so
Nova.
Nova.
Cyberpunk. Ugh, that's such a good show.
It's a good world.
It's a
I
really,
mean,
yeah.
terrible world, but it's cool.
It's an interesting, cool world. Horrible
Mhm.
dystopia, though.
Yeah,
Um, horrible. So,
I'm thinking about starting a new playthrough for stream, but I
okay.
don't know what I would want to do
What did you do
besides
before?
staying at their house. But
What did you,
I, don't-
what did you do before? You said, did you do Street Punk?
I did a nomad, so I
Nomad.
think I would do a street kid, but I'm wondering like what kind of build I'd do. I think I want to try an
Mm,
unarmed run on
that'd be
stream.
dope.
Yeah.
Punch your way through it.
Hmm.
Be a punk. That could work.
I remember running into that someone made like build guides for like every character in Cyberpunk,
Uh,
which I'm like, can I become like end of story David?
yeah, please.
can I can I just get that crazy?
That,
And I'm like, can I also have whatever it is that Jill uses?
yeah.
That whip thing.
Yeah, like the whole time I was watching Edgerunners, I was like, man, if only I could do this in game.
If only I had that. If only
Yeah,
I could do that.
I want to do that.
Clearly, these guys aren't using WASD to move.
Yep. My birthday passed as well in the interim.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Happy birthday.
Thank you again. I went to round
What'd you do?
one. You know round one arcades?
No, I don't know that.
So round one's the type of arcade. They have a lot of like Japanese arcade stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Like fight cabinets. They have bowling though, and like karaoke too.
Uh-huh.
But they also have claw machines with anime
Mm-hmm.
figures,
Yeah.
and I got a good haul.
Okay.
Uh, I got a Chainsaw Man figure
Of.
of Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
I got a Nino figure from Quintessential Quintuplets, and I ended up winning two Kuroko no Basket Aoimine figures.
Ooh.
Gave one to my sister. I was trying to get because it was one of those like not push ones, but it was like a. It was not a claw. It was like a ramp thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I ended up getting that. I was trying to go for the Mori Calliope figure, but I
Ah.
did not get it, and I ran out of money, and I had a hard rule for myself to not spend more money. So
Oh man. I had quite a bit of a haul myself just from my last paycheck, but
yeah,
not from an arcade. But I finally joined the Funko world by
hey
buying
yo,
by buying my first Funko. I have a Funko that I got with a Loot Gaming, so it didn't really count. But
gotcha.
and I probably did a dreadful thing, but I bought the Kakashi with Paku and Funko.
Yeah,
Um and it's Kakashi sitting reading his copy of Make Out Paradise
hey yo.
with Paku right next to him, and I took them out of the box and they're now on my desk.
Look. I am also an out of box collector. It's fine. Let them
Hmm.
breathe. Let them breathe. Let them live. All right. As
Hmm.
like my view is, as long as you're not like taking the
It's
ones out of the box that are like worth
for
like
you Funko collectors.
thousands of
It's
dollars,
out of
whatever.
it's out of a sleeved box. It's out of the sleeve
They're
and
not.
the
They're not
box.
even sealed. You'd never know if you keep the box. You actually would never know.
Hmm.
They're not sealed.
Yeah.
So, I don't keep the box though, because I'm an actual heathen. I don't have space for that shit. I throw them away.
Hmm.
Burn them.
Yeah.
Free the box. Um, uh, Also for my birthday, for present wise, I got a Nero figure from Fate.
Oh.
I got Edgar Allan Poe Funko Pop,
Oh, we have we have that one.
and I also got a from Blue Lock. The his nickname is the Emperor. He's a
A
favorite character from
Funko?
Blue Lock. No, of a figure.
Okay.
There's no Blue Lock Funkos yet.
I
Probably.
figured. That's why I was confused. We have 4 Blue Lock figures. They're all like the same brand and stuff, same box and everything.
Brand
It's just 4
Presto
different characters.
probably.
Hmm?
Brand Presto probably.
Yeah, they're Banprestos.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, I got that. I got a Marvel encyclopedia, Marvel Comics encyclopedia, and
Oh, that's
the
nice.
MCU timeline encyclopedia book that has like all the
Cool.
dates and like everything in order. It's a very fun read.
Mhm.
So yeah, I got all that.
Every
And
a whole Bible for our Lord and Savior Tony Stark.
exactly. Did you know he built his suit in the cave with a box of scraps?
Did not know that. Did not know.
um, and then I also I went to Hot Topic the other day and I bought a pack of Lorcana cards, but I also got a little mini Blue Lock figure sitting on my thing now. Got Nagi, and then
Did
I
I
went
tell you about the
hmm,
hot topic that we have here?
maybe no, probably not.
It's huge.
Lucky bastard, because mine's the size of
So
a fucking closet.
yeah, no, I've only been to hot topics that are like like little tiny, and I can never go in because I have claustrophobia,
Yeah,
and I couldn't I can't stand it every time I go in there, especially if it's cramped. But this one is like wide open. There's like and and it's bright as well. I'm surprised with how bright it is. But
that's
yeah,
actually
it's
weird
just
for a Hot Topic. They're usually dark.
yeah, it's almost like it's almost like they should have box lunch on the like it should be a box lunch rather than a hot topic. But anyways, it was but no, it was cool. It's again, it's huge and I can't wait to shop there again.
Nice. There's an outlet Hot Topic. Like it's a good 30 minutes away, but it's kind of like that. Still not. It's not super big, but it's bigger than the closet one that is at my mall.
Yeah.
Um,
It's also an outlet one.
I mean that's
Uh,
it. That's the secret. They have to be outlets.
yeah.
Oh, I also picked up a Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black Funko, the Hot Topic exclusive one.
Oh, okay. Is there anything that so it's a glow in the dark.
Yeah, it's like the Hot Topic exclusive one that's
Yeah.
like glow and like yeah. So grab that. And I also and then while I was out there, I went to GameStop like just to see how it is. Man, it's sad there. Um, really sad. But I got a Tokyo Revengers figure there too.
Is it strange to see that there's anime figures at GameStop?
Extraordinarily strange. There were more anime figures there than games, and it freaked me out a little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, and I understand it being more of a merch shop now. You know, they got to change like with digital purchasing for gaming. It's like, yeah, they got to change something because they can't rely on people going to the store buying games.
Yeah,
But the amount of just anime that's at GameStop is so alarming to me.
it's not even like game merch. It's all like,
Yeah.
which I mean, I'm not gonna complain. It gives me more places to buy anime merch, but also I'm like, I could use some game merch. Like, can I get me some amiibos?
Well, it's like, why am I
Let me
finding My Hero Funkos and like Demon Slayer Banprestos here?
It's wild. Yeah, there was like mine has like a PS2 section. Sorry, not PS2. PS4 section, an Xbox section, and a Switch section. Switch section is the biggest, I think. And then everything else is just collectibles. I was like, huh,
Huh.
interesting, interesting. So I got some nice new hauls though.
Mhm.
Um, speaking of video games though, the other thing I got for my birthday was Mortal Kombat 1.
Okay.
And I played through the story mode, and I really enjoyed it. NetherRealms
That-
kills their story modes.
That's good.
It's a good story. Plays like man, I feel like I'm like if you haven't gotten to Mortal Kombat from Mortal Kombat 9, the story's just like it just keeps going. They're just trugging along.
Mhm.
Um, really cool though. There's a lot of really cool, neat things because they're another spoiler, but not spoiler because it's called Mortal Kombat 1. It's another timeline reset.
Mm.
And they do a lot of
Yeah.
really cool things like change ups, right? Like
Yeah.
Scorpion and Sub-Zero are brothers now,
Yeah.
and like Milena and Kitana are actual sisters. Shao Kahn's not a Khan; he's a general. A lot of like little cool things. Surprise out character for me was Reptile. They really gave him a lot more nuance as a character.
Mhm.
He was a kind of surprise for me. I was like, oh, look at you, Reptile, not being just generic Reptile Man anymore.
Mhm.
But enjoyed the story. It took me like 8 hours to beat, I think. And I
Okay.
did start to clear the tower slash arcades. I've only done two. I did Milena and Raiden's, and they do have canon endings there, which like are continuing after the story mode.
Mhm.
So it does like there's more story there. We'll get the season pass eventually, so I can play as Omni Man and Homelander one day.
Yeah.
One day. But yeah, I really enjoy it. It's a great fighting game. If I had gotten it before we did that video, it probably would have made my top 10.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I really really like it. All the cutscenes are gorgeously animated. Story's very solid. The only like my only critique is like the ending just kind of feels a little like rushed near the end.
Uh-huh.
But like, and I didn't love what they did with the ending, but it's fine. There's gonna be DLC. I'm pretty sure they left out like a look, post credit scene
Can't
kind
wait.
of thing.
I can't wait for them to make an Ultimate Mortal Kombat where then they have every guest character they ever had.
That'd be
And then they,
nice.
and then they also get every variation of every character.
I was gonna say that happened. It was called Armageddon, but they didn't have guest characters in that. It was just
Mhm.
but every character was there. It was the whole big gimmick of Armageddon.
Just imagine like every guest character Mortal Kombat had.
I
They're
mean,
probably like the king of guest characters. I'd say maybe minus Smash.
like the Smash's whole thing is that it's a guest character game, right?
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat does have phenomenal guest characters. I am just convinced though at this point that Ed Boon just wants to make a horror fighting game, and he's just using Mortal Kombat as a way to do it. 'Cause,
For
like
sure.
you got Freddy Krueger from Mortal Kombat 9. We have what Alien, Predator, the Terminator, uh, Leatherface,
Rambo.
Jason, Rambo randomly. Um,
Look, man, he may not be that scary watching the movies, but imagine being the guys he's up against.
yeah, I mean Omni Man and Homelander, they're not quote unquote horror villains, but damn, that's terrifying to fight them.
Yeah.
Uh,
Joker.
Joker, we got Peacemaker. He's more of a joke. Uh, we got a joke here. He's not a scary character, but like there's a
No.
lot of horror esque characters in these. Um, from like leaked data mine lines, I think supposedly Past Two's gonna have Ghostface for Mortal Kombat 1, so
Oh.
that'd be interesting. I love Scream, so
Mhm.
definitely though like great guest characters overall though. Um, yeah, but yeah, Mortal Kombat 1, very good. Do recommend.
I just don't know what to watch now.
Well, there are many seasonal shows going on. If you want to pick one of those up,
There are many shows that I just need to watch. Like I know Trigun is one
oh yeah,
that I
go watch
just need
Trigun
to watch.
Stampede next.
Yeah.
Or if you're gonna watch it with your brother, but never mind. I think. Uh,
I just don't know. I don't know if Luna will be interested. I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess we'd have to try it, but
yeah, it's just like what are you in the mood for kind of thing because there's so
yeah.
much out there,
Uh-huh.
you know, like it's like an infinite void.
What game
Uh,
do you think you'll be playing with Luna later?
I have no idea. I think she mentioned Baldur's Gate. I think I have
Okay,
it. I think I saw it installed. I would have to update it.
for sure.
Although she said she
I
may or
there
may
was an
not.
update today actually. There
Yeah,
was
hot
like a
fix.
little hot fix one.
Yeah, she said she may or may not. Depends on how she's feeling. So, but if so, maybe Baldur's Gate. I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe golf with friends. I need to. So I need to take back the crown.
Mhm.
Um, but as I was saying before, though, there are lots of seasonal anime, and I have started watching them as well. I've been busy these past 2 weeks. I
I
got a lot
bet.
of shit done. Um, one, two, three, four, five, six. There's six seasonal anime I started watching.
Hmm.
Um, Solo Leveling is probably like the most known one.
Did that one start yet?
Yeah, 2 episodes are out.
Okay.
That's the manhwa adaptation.
Hmm.
Very good so far. First episode was kind of okay. I After seeing the second episode, I feel like that should have been a 1 hour episode premiere because it's the
Mm.
second episode that has the hook and like really gives you the vibe and the feel of the show.
Yeah.
Well, episode one is very much just set up. Really liked it so far.
Okay.
Very, very like it does a lot of callbacking. Like you can very clear it's inspired by SAO in a lot of ways, but not, but like in all the good ways, you know?
Yeah, which is basically just the premise of video game isekai
Yeah,
sort of
it's the
feels. It's like let's make it like SEO, but make it work.
yeah. So it's like the premise of like Solo Leveling is like there's these dungeons start appearing in the real world, and you get adventure like people who can go into them are adventurers, right? And they get a rank, but you can never change that rank. So you're stuck. Basically, you're in magic powers, and you can't improve them no matter what. And the protagonist is E rank. He sucks. He
Ooh.
even loses to like the weakest enemies.
Oh.
Um, and I don't want to get too into the premise because it is very like it's very new and fresh. I don't want to spoil for anyone, but it is, and I still don't quite know where it's going. I feel like episode three is going to really take off where it's going, but shit happens,
Hmm.
and it very much sets like remember that dungeon in SAO, the one with the Minotaur.
Yeah. Um,
This you
it
know
was black is black something. I could remember it most days. Oh no, it was Gleam Eyes. It was Gleam
yeah,
Eyes.
that guy. This done that like this that dungeon they get into gives that vibe.
Okay.
Where it's like the oh shit we effed up kind of thing.
Well, that's the highlight one. That's the one from the opening.
Yeah, and that's the kind of vibe that second episode gives you.
Yeah.
Very good. I like it a lot. Definitely going to keep watching it. Hopefully this one breaks the manhwa curse of manhwa adaptations being bad.
Hmm.
Um, I also watched Buchigiri. Only one episode out of it. It is by the director of Skate the Infinity, so it
Hmm.
has that kind of vibe to it. Um, but it's
What's it called?
based Buchigiri. It is essentially it is a one.
Nice.
It's 1001 Arabian Nights meets high school delinquents.
Ooh.
So it's kind of weird. The main character's name is
Damn that hair.
yeah. You see the hairs?
Wow.
Very colorful cast of characters.
Yeah.
Skate the Infinity. I think probably even the same character designer, honestly, because it's that vibe.
They're like Power Rangers, man.
Nah, for real. Um, it's a very cool show. Main character though find the. It's basically a genie, what they call a hokey person. I don't.
Hmm.
I feel like it's a word. I just don't know the significance of. I mean, it's implying like fighting naked or something. Not naked, but in your underwear. Anyway, the hokey wants to, I guess, fuse with someone so he can meet his old rival, the genie. So he wants to like help grant the guy's wish. And boy in true teenage Japanese youth fashion, his wish is to lose his virginity. Uh, which sure, go for it, my guy. But the show is not. It's not like a fan servicey show. That's a lie. It's male fan service. There's a lot of hot guys in the show.
I
It's
think
all
one could
just
argue Jujutsu Kaisen's the same way.
yeah. But this show's got a lot of like. It's very like Tumblr sexy man vibes.
Okay.
Only one female character, and she kind of like uses the main character.
Sick.
She's
Love
like
that.
a
Girl boss.
no, no, it's not in a good way. She uses it. She like kind of like leads them on, but it's like so she can see her. She's a siscon. I mean, she's a brocon. She's obsessed with her older brother. And she just wants her older brother to beat up guys that she thinks, that he's
Deserve
just.
it.
There's like, oh yeah, I'm dating this guy. Oh, you're gonna beat him up? Yay! You're so cool, delinquent.
Girl boss.
Interesting show though. Cool vibe. Love delinquent stuff. It gives old 2000s vibes of just like a delinquent high school battle show.
Uh-huh.
So I'm curious to see where it's going. I'm not 1000% sold on it, but I am. I did enjoy the first episode. I had a lot of laugh out loud moments for me.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Um, Metallic Rouge, another one I started watching. Same director as Carol and Tuesday, which I could tell from the first 2 bloody minutes of this damn show. From the art style to the just the tone, it is very much Carol and Tuesday meets, I don't even know, androids, robots. I don't even know what the show's about. Still, I watched the first episode. I still don't know what the show's about.
Mm-hmm.
Something with androids happening, and there's a lot of stuff happening. But I'm curious. My interest has peaked. There's like these super powered androids that are like they're like, I don't even know, like at war on Mars. It I don't have a quite grasp on the plot from the first episode. But it's pretty. It's real pretty.
Okay.
So only one episode out. I'm curious to see where it goes. The next 3 all kind of fall into the same category. Of just my trash shows of the season. Chain Soldier is just it's just degen trash. It is your typical, not even typical. It's good. It's a good fan service harem anime, but like battle
Uh huh.
harem, right? Platymus's human world gets fused into the demon realm. Uh, People can eat the fruit from the demon realm to get powers, but only girls get the powers. So it's a one of those like strong battle girl shows.
Uh huh.
Main character then is the the main female lead's power is to basically enslave any monster she comes across, right, and use it to fight for them. Then she's like, so she then tries to, she's rescuing the MCU, gets wanders in there, right? Monster dies, and she's like, shit. So she's like, well, I wonder what's gonna happen if I try to use my power, because it gives her like a slight boost. She uses it on MC, so MC then turns into a monster, but then he can like fight for her. So it's basically like that kind of premise. It's fun though,
Yeah.
good action, fun characters, badass characters. I like it so far. 2 episodes in, it's okay.
Okay.
Um, Tales of the Wedding Rings is very much old. It feels like old school 2000s isekai. Not like modern.
Elaborate.
So like modern isekai is very SAO influence with like gamer stuff, right? Most of the time, like level ups and stuff like that. This is just a straight guy goes into another world, and it's just a fantasy world with nothing else extra. Just your normal fantasy world. No level ups, no special powers. That's a lie. But it's not like given to him through reincarnation or anything. No, like whatever, right? It just normal fantasy isekai gives me familiar Zero vibes in a lot of ways. So far, so good. Main girl is really fun. She's a she was a princess who was hiding in the real world, our world, from the dark forces, and he goes after. The reason he gets isekai is he follows her back to her world because he's in love with her. They're childhood friends. And it's cute. It's cute. I like it so far.
Okay.
And then the last one is also cute, uh, which is Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable.
That
It's
one
another
sounds
just
familiar.
it's just another cute rom com in Hokkaido this time, and that's it.
Hokkaido gals are super adorable.
Yeah,
Maybe I shouldn't go to the Wikipedia page. Let's go to my anime list. Oh, I like that art style.
yeah. I
It
like the
does
name.
look cute. It's shonen.
Yeah, it was shown in magazine. It's a romance for guys.
Huh.
So
Oh, Pony Canyon. I don't like them.
Pony can't. Oh shit.
It's one of the producers.
Yeah.
Pony Canyon had Attack on Titan like in their grasp for copyright.
Yes. Studio that's animated though is Silverlink, and they always make cute things cute,
Hmm.
like consistently. So
This look cute. I like everyone's designs in this.
yeah, it's got good designs.
They're designs that I've seen before, but they're still. Hey, look, Momoko, it's Iron Mouse.
uh, the premise is right. All the other characters are gals, because
Uh-huh.
it's the whatever.
Yeah.
But I watched episode 2 today. It's cute. He goes
Okay.
with the blonde girl. We actually haven't met besides the blonde girl and the main character yet in season 2, episode 2. but they go to like the winter
Uh huh.
festival, and he goes to go try food there, and she meets his grandma, and it's really cute. It's just really cute. I like it.
Okay.
Solid. Honestly, solid show. It's not. This season's honestly not super hype with shows, but there's enough solid shows where I'm like, I'll watch these. These are good time killers.
Well, I mean, shows are just getting more and more hype. You know, like, can you imagine if they aired Jujutsu Kaisen like 5 years ago, even?
If they aired Jujutsu Kaisen 5 years ago, there would be 5 filler arcs.
Exactly. Like,
Anime's changed. I was watching a TikTok talking about the One Piece remake that's gonna happen,
yeah.
and how like people are like, oh, it's gonna like, what if it like is gonna like how is it, like it may not be like fix the pacing issue. Like no, it will, because the only reason that One Piece beginning of One Piece is a pacing issue is because they were trying to avoid doing filler arcs, so they were adapting one chapter across like 2 episodes.
Yeah, they would like well, and they would do things like when people would be in like a lock or something while in a fight, they would like lengthen that by a lot.
Yeah, they went to there's like basically there's 3 ways to avoid catching up to a manga. It's either filler arcs, make it seasonal, or make the episodes really slow. That's
Hmm.
what One Piece did. They
Yeah,
elongated the
I mean,
chapters.
and Dragon Ball did it too with their beam struggles. You
Yep,
know, like Dragon Ball did all of them.
Dragon Ball in
maybe
fact
not
did do
maybe not made it seasonal, but they definitely did like
filler and
they did filler arcs and they did elongated fights.
although not as many filler arcs as some of the other shows. I think there was only like 2 or 3 in Dragon Ball filler arcs.
um I
Uh,
remember Dragon Ball had more than Z, but like they also would have like like not necessarily filler arcs, but they would have like filler
Filler
episodes
episodes,
as
yeah,
well. Like
definitely a lot of filler
Vegeta and
episodes.
Nappa attacking the alien planet
Or yeah, yeah. There's a lot of filler episodes.
or the driving episode.
This was a driving episode filler. I was about to say
It's
driving
filler.
episode, but like it felt like something that totally Toriyama would have written. So I wasn't sure.
Well, I think it was like filler, but just because of how much people loved it, I think he decided to roll with it.
Okay, it was a great episode.
Dragon Ball Z filler. No, Dragon driving episode canon. Cause like, okay, so someone put yes, it is canon, but not in the same way that like other like. I'm sure there's probably like people who are like, no, it's not canon because it wasn't in the manga. You know
Yeah.
that whole thing. But it definitely is canon because the most recent movie is canon where Piccolo references it.
So ha.
Take that, you little manga people. You
Totally spaced when I was doing my little recap thing. I'm watching 6 shows. I'm also watching Delicious in the Dungeon, which is on Netflix.
that sounds familiar.
Dungeon Meshi, Delicious in Dungeon. It's being adapted by Studio Trigger. It's a Trigger show, and it's real good. And
I
the food
bet.
is real good. Gives Food Wars a run for its money for food.
So like, okay, delicious in dungeon. So is it like what them cooking meals with stuff they find in dungeons?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's like basically the premise is they need to go back into the dungeon to rescue a party member, but they're broke because they had to run away from
Hmm.
the monster. And so if they the only way to get food provisions to go in would be to sell all their equipment, and then they'll die. So they're like, all right, well, what if we scavenge for food and cook the monsters that we kill? And then they meet a dwarf who has that's his hobby is cooking monsters, and we learn recipes for things that don't exist, and it's really fun.
That sucks though.
They're not yeah, that's not real,
We can't cook this.
man. I learned how to freaking cook a basilisk, and I'm like, damn, when am I ever gonna use this stuff?
I
Uh,
learned how to saute a megalodon fin.
right. Uh,
Like,
it's really fun though. It's a good vibe. I like I like this show because it does the fantasy thing right with actually having a diverse set of characters. I feel like a lot of anime that have fantasy settings just do humans, elves, and that's it. This one has a human, an elf, a dwarf, and like a halfling. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
I
I'm reading it
appreciate
right
that.
now. They don't call them human. They call them tall man.
Tall men's, yeah. I like it. I like the
Uh
world
huh.
building here too. It's like very subtle. I like it though. It's a very fun show.
Well,
Uh,
we love some good trigger.
yeah, and it's triggered. It gives trigger a much lighter trigger than normal. It gives me more Little Witch Academia, early Little Witch Academia vibes.
Oh my gosh, Trigger's doing the new panty and stocking.
Yeah, you didn't know that? What did you
No, I
forget?
didn't. I didn't know.
Who do you think
I
is
I
doing it?
I, I think I didn't. I don't know.
Like who else would do it? Gynax? Gynax is basically dead.
Was Gynax the ones who did panty and stocking originally?
Yeah, but then they all left and formed Trigger.
Yeah.
That's why Gynax is
Okay.
a rotting corpse.
Yeah.
That doesn't really do anything anymore. Uh, Anime wise, anyway. I think they do pachinko machines. Like Konami.
See, the
Uh,
most recent show they did was Wish Upon the Pleiades. Pleiades. They
the
did Medaka
Gynax.
Box.
Was that really the
Yeah.
last show Gynax did? I remember when that
According to
came out.
in their filmography, that came out in 2015.
Yeah, that was years ago.
That's almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, Gynax is literally dead.
Oh, 2015 is almost 10 years ago. No.
No, not like this. Not like this.
Ooh, Hiroyuki Imaishi. Oh, okay. So not only was it Trigger, but also the same director between Cyberpunk and Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, he knows what's up, and he did
He does know
the
what's up.
yeah, he knows what's up.
He's like Trigger has like two key directors, Imashi and who's the other key director?
I think Gynax. I think from what I'm seeing, their most recent work is 2016 through 2018. Masamune Tentacle.
I don't know.
I don't really know what this is. It's an anime. The series
Uh,
follows a young Date Masamune as he prepares for his first battle. Upon praying at the Date family shrine, Masamune is met by a dragon deity that bestows him with a jewel, granting him the power to summon former leaders of the Date clan to help him on his journey.
huh.
That sounds neat. But yeah, so that's Gynax's last work from what it looks like was 2018.
Rest in peace, Gynax.
Yeah.
Trigger's here. Thing is okay. The director of Dungeon Meshi, only other director thing they directed was or at least like had helmed was battles from another when supernatural battles become commonplace. Oh wait, no, he was an episode director. Nope, this is his first directorial. Who directed Little Witch Academia? Was it also? No, that's the other one. It's Yoshinari is the other director, I believe.
Yeah.
He did Academia, Little Witch Academia, BNA. Yeah, those are like their two big directors. But Imeashi is the goat.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I know Blue Exorcist is airing now, season 3, I think. Also,
Is it?
yeah, episode 3 episodes out or episode 2 episodes out so far.
Holy crap. I still gotta watch 2.
Same. Blue
I didn't
Exorcist.
know.
It's so weird to see Blue Exorcist still. It's back. It's such a weird feeling.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a good thing they went back because I know a lot of people weren't too happy with the deviations they did.
Yeah. So interesting that it is back, and also Shaman King sequel's airing right now. Also,
Man, I am just so out of the loop.
which man, seeing like when I saw the trailer and poster for it, I was like, all right, I guess I know who ended up with who in Shaman King,
Oh.
because it's the Boruto for Shaman
Mhm.
King.
Well, and then with like all these shows like coming back, like Spice and Wolf we've mentioned, it's like it's also like very weird for me as I'm working at my anime merch shop and people come in asking like, do we have any X show? Like Initial D is the first one that comes to my head. They like, do you have any Initial D like figures? And I'm all
Yeah,
like, no, we only have like the really popular stuff right now. And the thing is like someone might pop up asking for Spice and Wolf. And it's just like I mean, we only have the popular stuff, but I don't know. What if it does pop off with this random comeback?
yeah. You honestly, yeah. Spice Wolf. I feel like Spice Wolf could totally pop off again. I am curious. It is Studio Passione. So I do expect it to be a little hornier than the original.
Oh,
Um, Original was a little horny to begin with,
for sure.
uh, but it's Studio Passione. They either do really gory shows or horny shows, pretty much. Uh,
There's no in between.
Honestly, not because you have Higurashi, right? Gore. Then you have High School DxD, Citrus. They do that horror show. I think what was it called? Meroko-chan, which I remember people saying was weirdly horny, even though it was a horror show.
Hmm.
They're doing right now Ishira, which is I think it's a really gory show. All right, you know what? They did do one non-horny show. They did Roko no Yusha, which is actually a really good mystery.
I don't know that one. Are we doing the tier list again? Like,
No,
I feel like we're retracing steps here. Like you mentioned the show, and I'm like, I don't know that one.
uh, I know too many shows, Steve. That's the problem there. That's the problem.
I'm looking at these. I'm looking at Blue Exorcist and stuff, and I'm wondering if like, I guess one thing that they're doing is like, at least in the actual storyline, is they made the side characters a little more important.
That's good.
Because like I do know after the point where they deviate, the side characters just kind of become background characters,
Oof.
which is weird because like while it was still following the manga, like they were very big parts of the story as far as like helping Rin to become a better character and stuff like that.
Wait, hold up a damn second. Is Blue Exorcist manga still ongoing?
I don't know if it still is.
I need to hold up. It is.
Oh wow.
What the hell? That's been going since 2009.
Damn, this dude gets a Ultra Instinct form.
Damn. Like, yeah, most recent chapter released in December.
There was a movie?
Is it monthly? Maybe that's why. Yeah, there was a movie.
Did I not see this movie?
I don't think so.
2012.
Yeah, I remember when that came out.
I don't know why I'm shocked that I see Sam Riegel as a Mephisto.
You shouldn't be shocked. That
I, sh-
that heads up.
I don't know why I am, but here we are.
I'm pretty sure I watched a dub, so.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm like looking at Sam Riegel and like, oh yeah, he voices like half the cast of Yu-Gi-Oh. That's being hyperbolic, but he voices what's his name, the T-Rex duelist, and Tristan, and Pandora, Rex Raptor, thank you, and one of the the brothers, the twin brothers from
The Maze Brothers is
yeah,
what I
those
call
guys.
them because they just play like labyrinth walls, I think, and that's pretty much all they're good for.
Yeah, they had like a cool
They should-
title. What was their title? The Brothers Paradox. Yeah,
Those guys came back in GX as well.
Yeah, they did. You're right.
I like them, but I don't like them because they made people think that Yu-Gi-Oh could be a group game, and
Oh yeah.
it just made things complicated.
I mean, to be fair, anything that happens in the Duel Monsters arc is nonsense anyway.
Well, but it happens
Duelist
in
Kingdom
GX
arc.
too.
Sorry, the Duelist Kingdom arc. That's true. But that was for callback purposes.
Yeah.
Everything in Duelist Kingdom is just nonsense.
Have you seen the movie, the Bonds Beyond Time movie?
No, I didn't, and it's one of those like I want to, but I'm also scared to.
It's not terrible. It's pretty fun. It's like it's Yusei going back in time, grabbing Jaden, and going back in time again to go duel with this character named Paradox, voiced by Sean Schemmel, um, uh, with Yugi, and the way they handle a 3-on-1 duel is one of them goes, and then Paradox goes, then one of them goes, then Paradox goes.
Some round robin shit.
It's really not it's really not fair. But the way the abridge handles it's like simple. First you go, then I go, then he goes, then I go, then he goes, and I go. Sounds fair, right?
Sure. There's 3 Yu-Gi-Oh movies, right?
I think so. Yeah, there was a Duel Monsters one,
Yeah,
and
Pyramid of
then
Light,
Bonds Beyond Time,
and
and then I think there was another one after that.
the what's it called? Um, the sequel thing, Dark Dimension, Dark Side Dimension.
Mm.
That was the sequel to Yu-Gi-Oh. I believe.
Hmm.
Continuing after the end.
I'll be honest, I'm out.
Oh, out of stuff? Yeah, I also ran out.
Oh,
Wait.
it was a
Wait.
new leak trailer.
How was it?
It was good. It was a new cinematic. Well, the story behind this one is that last year they didn't do one.
Oh,
They did a 4K pan of the Summoner's Rift, the map that we play on.
okay, yeah.
So this one is like an actual like lore cinematic, which is really cool because they always try to fit in characters that haven't really been used in cinematics.
Yeah.
The last one they did was just chock full of just like all kinds of characters they haven't used in cinematics yet, which is really cool. This one, it's like they have used some of them, but like it almost seems like we're reaching the end of one of our character stories, and I'm like, I didn't think we'd actually get to this point for any character.
Huh.
Like it shows the character's name is Yasuo, and the dude's old now for some reason. And we see him about to like he just used like he seems to be on like the end of his road, and we see him facing off against like 1,000 arrows heading down his way. And so I'm just like, that's a very interesting take. But it's
Yeah.
also just a really cool trailer or a really cool cinematic. Highly recommend it. Full of like lots of little lore bits and stuff.
I was looking at Yasuo. He looks badass.
He's a really cool character. He's voiced by Liam O'Brien.
Ooh.
hmm Actually, there's a specific cinematic that I wanted to show you that I'm hoping one day we just have like an episode where I just show you a bunch of leak cinematics.
That is an
There's
episode I do
one
want to
that's
do.
there's one that's like 17 minutes.
Hey, yo.
And it's pretty much an anime episode. It's the story of Yasuo and his brother Yone.
Let's go. This is hype. Gives me those Overwatch movie vibes.
Uh-huh. Honestly, like the Overwatch ones were cool in the beginning, and now I just feel like there's just no substance in it. I
Well,
don't know what it is.
it's because Blizzard has no substance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, the
To
evil
this
is
day,
that
I
the
still watch Dragons a lot.
Dragon's good. Before we wrap up, I know you mentioned before. I don't know if it needs to be a whole episode thing, or if we're not. You mentioned something with the Myers Briggs and anime characters. For
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a whole episode worth of thing. I have no idea. You mentioned it
it was
briefly.
something that I planned on including in the other episode concept I had.
Okay, so it's for an episode concept. Okay,
hmm
then we can do that another time. I just wasn't sure. I know you mentioned it offhand, so to me,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. I guess we can close out. Yeah, it's about time.
yeah. I just
How's
need to
that?
use the bathroom.
That works. One
Yeah.
last thing to mention. Freaking Tekken 8 DLC got announced, and my main Eddie is locked behind DLC, so I sad.
Oh,
I main Eddie, so
no
now I
Sag.
now I must find a new main. I mean Eddie and Lily. Lily's still in the main game, so that's fine. But now I just gotta wait till freaking April, I guess, for Eddie.
Gotcha.
Anyway, this has been another episode of Nerd Nonsense. Makoto, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitch, or actually no, Twitter at Makoto Dragon _. Then also on Twitch and YouTube at Makoto Dragon.
Same places, but Nero V. Belial for me. Thank you all for listening. Be sure to like, subscribe. If you're on if you're on YouTube, if you're on Spotify, give us that 5-star rating. It helps the algorithm so much and helps us. Yeah. Thank you and bye bye.
Goodbye.